Hi, what are we looking at? We're going to look at another one that Christine grabbed for me. Oatmeal cookie from the Bruery, their bakery series, weighing in at 10.2%. An Imperial Stout brewed with oats and aged in bourbon barrels with raisins, cinnamon, granola, and natural flavors added. Oh, and before I forget, evidently I'm going to be on Foreign and Domestic on Sunday. I'm not sure what the Crazy Scotsman has in store. Evidently, two people are drinking off, and money's going to be raised for Justin's final mission, so I'm in. Kind of getting two things at once. It's almost like I'm getting a barreled aged like bourbon smell and the cookie. God, I could just eat the cookie. So, cheers. It's definitely colder than even I will admit is a good thing for a beer like this guy. It's at 46 degrees, and and Cobra, look, it's still full bars on that battery, which is 3 years. And you know, it's not just that I do this with it. You know, sometimes I do this, and sometimes let's find out whichever ass cheeks is. You got 85 degrees on that ass cheek and 89. That's the hot spot right there. You want to go in. You want to go in on our left and squeeze over. Swear to God, I want to kill those things. Let us first start with some packaging. Let this warm up a little bit. Oh, let's start with missed comments. David Brown says, "Prick face dropped my comment." I'm starting to wonder how many comments there would really be if YouTube would stop fucking with people. I'm looking at it right now. 0 held for review. Likely spam, 0. But on a daily basis, I'm getting David Brown, Poco Loco, Sharky, Jay from Elite Ammunition. Everybody's telling me that YouTube is deleting the comments. What the fuck is your problem, YouTube? I should just start doing videos exclusively based on that. YouTube is deleting comments. Why? So then David Brown says, "Took my comment about Chuck's post also." Eltenda says, "Hooah." And Ben N says, "Rock on." And that was the last comment. Now, first was Gunwild. First on the Coloman, Mekyar Bay. I just watched the Whiskey Tribe. It was from 3 years ago. I'll do a review on it, as a matter of fact. Oh, sorry. Poco had the last one. COVID police for your own safety. Yeah, okay, Poco. So Poco had the last comment. Sorry, Ben. Yeah, you are rocking on, though. So Gunwild had first. Snoring Desert Prepper is saying last, but being second. Ben N is saying second, being third. Matt Davis is third, being fourth. Clyde is says fourth, being fifth. EMT Railfan says fifth, being sixth. Frontline says top 10. EMT Railfan, sweet Jesus, an hour and 48. I better go make some popcorn and grab a Snickers. Looks like it's gonna be a while. Discourage, do an infinity shot. Why? It smells like Maker's Mark. That's a recipe for disaster right there. My great big, I think it held 5.5 beers glass with the light and rotating base with a heavy glass skull filled with alcohol. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Didn't scourge, you prick. You know, anybody that actually likes like Maker's Mark, I don't think you'd not like that one at all. As a matter of fact, it's getting more and more like Maker's Mark. It actually has a little bit of a sweetness. Gillian says here, cheers. Let's see, one more, and I have correcting my spelling. Here's a shocker. It's spelled Kalaman Mekyar Abe. Hi. Sorry. Yes, fucker. I'm okay. Are you okay? I received some packages in the mail. I was actually down here disinfecting my Trump 2020 mask with my UV light. Okay, so one of them is pistachios. Don't know who it's from. GPT Incorporated out of New York. Oh yeah, that just sounds like pistachios. Dry roasted unsalted pistachios. Maybe this should have said to Christine, now it's contaminated. I don't know about the whole unsalted part. One of my favorite parts is sodium. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good. Here, what could go wrong here? I mean, it's probably, someone just trying to do me a favor and trying to tell me something about my sodium input. I like salt. I have cut a lot of salt out of my system. I mean, the percentage, first of all, how many of you people reach for the salt shaker and salt your shit before you've even tried it? Used to be me. I don't do that anymore. And where I would normally go, now I just kind of like, and I'm done. Now this one, it comes from a company called HaHaPrank.com LLC. I mean, if you're trying to surprise somebody right off the bat, you might want to change, the name of your shipping information. Shock your friends with the shock lighter. Batteries are not replaceable. Oh, so when you're done shocking your friends, it's all over. Maybe I should give this to Matt and tell him that Steve sent it. Oh, I see. Wasn't getting a good. It's kind of like the 9-volt thing. When you press it down, you have to be holding it good, and I do get a little tingle. Steve, you really shouldn't have gotten a nice lighter for Matt. Kiliman Mekar Bay. By the way, the bay is a little section of beach just down from the distillery. Din Scourge, when are you gonna get a review as long as Return of the King Director's Cut? I hope never. J-Dog here at work. J-Dog, Ursa Minor Brewing is in Duluth. Yeah, you know what? I think I remember driving past there somewhere. Smarty. And where are you? You could be here today reviewing Budweiser with me. I realized I never called and said okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how today was going to go. See, I thought either yesterday or today I'd be one happy camper. As it turns out, I've now scheduled tomorrow to be a happy camper. NIHAP. Lafroig cast strength is $59 from Ace delivered to your house. Well, that's if I'm here. Yeah. Ace. I'm gonna have to go look that up. EMT Rail Fan. Why don't homeless get COVID? They live in a box, eat out of the trash, don't social distance, and have no health care. There should be bodies everywhere. Or, are drugs and alcohol an effective treatment for COVID-19, says Smile Money. Smile Money says, yeah, Envirothon. Okay, now, Smile Money, I probably have made this comment before. I thank you, because every year he sends me the most recent one, and surprisingly, Smile, I think the 2X has stayed kind of constant. I thought maybe there was going to be a concern we had to go switch to a 3X for this coming year, but I think we can stick with the 2X. The reason you don't see a heck of a lot of the shirts is because I do exactly what Smile Money jokingly said to do. They are my most worn work shirt. As a matter of fact, I wore the gray one yesterday. You know, I'm carrying a handgun. You know, I look vulnerable at work, but the libtard sees that I'm wearing an Envirothon shirt, they leave me alone. So, yeah. Now smile. That green one, somehow it got moved. I've got from this end of the closet roughly about 8 feet of nothing but t-shirts just across the back wall. These t-shirts all are represented by the shirts that have been sent to me over the years. And there's some Ebomi ones in there, and but they're all like the Hornet Fixer shirt, the one from Salty Shellback, that one guy, what was his name? Heffy something. The Moist Hands, or Tactical Hands, or whatever that one was. But yeah, I have roughly, and this is as tight as you can pack them, about 7 feet of t-shirts hanging on the back wall. And they're the ones that I, reach in and grab and wear when I'm, trying to piss off libtards and come down here to do the reviews. And then I've got another section that's about 4 feet long, and that's supposed to be nothing but work shirts. And somehow there's a little area of good shirts and shirts that I'll wear when I'm at work, and the green one got pushed in between 2 dark shirts, and I'm like going, the other day I was like getting ready to go to work, and I was like, okay, I know it's going to be sunny, I need to pick something in the lighter shade, I cannot be stuck to a lift on the side of a building in 55% humidity and direct sunlight wearing a black shirt. And I went to go move the black shirt. In between it was the green Envirothon. And I'm like, God, I can't even remember the last time I even saw this shirt. How'd it get here? So, I wore it for the review because I just, figured I better grab one every now and then so you don't think that I just throw these away when I get them. They are the most worn shirts that I have. The black one is a work shirt, but it's an inside or winter, so the black one doesn't get worn as much. But the gray one and the blue one are in rotation every week. Usually the gray and the blue I put aside for the days that are supposed to be the most miserable that I'm stuck outside. And as always, I do thank you for the shirts. They're awesome. They're made out of good material too. Some of these shirts you put them on and you don't even want to wear them. Smile Money, 20 shots. Matt, brain cells, you need them. Oh hell, as long as you keep enough so that you can maintain life functions. Smile Money, that flavor I believe is from Smokey the Bear's piss. So you probably taste a little tang. Smile Money. Never use my Garmin anymore. The phone app Google Map works for me. Well, I think what Chris uses is it's always about the steps with her. You know how many steps I got in today? Hey, you know how many steps I got in running a rotary hammer today? Life hack. Smile Money. Matt, you're cheap. There it is, as you requested. Frontline just dropped a cigar when you said Blackwoods are good. I don't know if I ever answered that question. The Blackwoods are those ones that it looked like you picked the weed yourself and then rolled it up and somehow got it to stick. I have had them, but like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I ever got to answer the question. But Matt, if you're listening now, the Blackwoods cigars kind of went out of fashion with me about the time I stopped smoking Swisher Sweet. I tell you though, every now and then I'm at the store and they're like right here at the the impulse area, and I think about getting one just to like reminisce. I got to get a box of Swisher Sweet wood tip. That's when you know you're classy. When you get the wood tip ones, and then buy some Schlitz malt liquor Bull, and it was normally accompanied with some Southern Comfort. Southern Comfort, by the way, was the first alcohol that I ever adiosed in most aggressive fashion. The last thing I remember that night was watching the little bubbles go up in the bottle, and it was the 100 proof stuff. And then I woke up. I want to say it was about 14 hours later, and I just wanted to be dead. It just felt like poison was flowing through my system, and I have not touched Southern Comfort since then. Oh, yeah, it was a woman. Let's see about this guy now. Oh yeah, I should have been hanging on to it this whole time. David Brown, on my deck in my underwears. Christine would approve of your choice of words. Yes, she would. He probably is. And of course, you guys all know the real true story. The guy that used to live next door, my neighbor John, there was more than one time where I'd be like sitting at the computer, which if you look to my left, we have an all glass door that goes out the back, and I would watch John, wearing nothing but his underwears, come out and piss off his deck. There's 2 bathrooms in this house, but evidently just pissing off the deck into the backyard was much easier. Gunwild, don't be a pussy and smoke the damn cigar. In the basement? Poco Loco, holy shit. Not one, but all my posts on the last video were deleted. This is bullshit. The problem is this is literally like being involved with the Chinese government. I apologize, guys. I have no way of knowing even how to address it, other than starting to title my videos, YouTube, why are you deleting my subscribers' comments? Why are you deleting my friends' comments? Why are you deleting comments? It's my money. So there is no COVID-19. No one had died. All the tests are positive. Wearing a mask is manipulation. Damn, the Duluth Research Medical Lab is working overtime tonight. DFC, I think we've established that we need to protect the valuable, and for the rest of life goes on. The non-valuable are getting now herd immunity. You can't avoid it. It's out there. I have a family member who repairs medical equipment who's been furlonged from a dedicated COVID treatment center in St. Paul. Bethesda Hospital. They reached peak of, read more button, 118 on May 26th, and right now there are 35. And are shrinking until they got 3 more in the past week to bring it up to 35. This isn't a Google flu, but from an actual person on the scene. Spamoni says, now I can agree 1,000%. Example, meatpacking industry was hit hard. Did they close them? No, they found a way to protect workers to keep things open. Doctors live in a zone of lawsuits and risk of lawsuits. They are at risk. I know he knows one person that has died, one that was on a ventilator and survived. And many that have had it. Our township, read more button, is at nearly 1% that have contracted it. Not enough for herd immunity at this point. The flu never is. In our county, 70% of the deaths were in nursing homes, although the death I know of was a young boy whose mother worked with my daughter, was in a Disney travel agent. Stainless 4-5, my brother. He says hi. I say hi back. Cobra says hi. I say hi back. Gunwild. I don't think Matt understands the reason for the club. It's to remember and respect our brothers that are no longer with us. Yeah, I thought I would have caught on by now. Matt Davis, fuck those fucking masks and all our libtards. Frontline. Matt tells me to get the darker tequila. I do, and you guys don't even touch it. Well, see, here's the deal, Steve. Just because I have a shelf full of alcohol doesn't mean I'm going to drink it all right now. As a matter of fact, Steve again. My daughter opened the freezer in the basement and the bottle of limoncello went boom. Oh. How much was in it? Stephen Hobson led. The Vortex Venom is better, in my opinion, or whatever the hell that means. What me and you have. Along with that rash, too. Matt, wow, one of these mats are drunk. Either you or him. Matt again, as in Matt Davis. Hold the press. Does Matt have a channel? Yeah, it's, I don't know, I jokingly say it's the Jar Jar, when Jar Jar binks, it's Jar, it's something, Jar. Yeah, he has a channel. Harmarsh, I'm here at 2:30 a.m., Jeez, at an hour and 48 minutes and 42 seconds review. Damn, I hope I can stay awake with Matt drowning on and on. Matt, you should have brought your grandma a new fridge, even if she said no. Smarten the fuck up. McLean, 5179. Eric, what's that thing hanging off the back of that camo pistol? Thing hanging off the back? Okay, in the last video there was the Desert Eagle, and I wouldn't call that camo. So I assume that you're talking about the P220 hanging off the back. Well, there's the sight, the hammer, the beaver tail, and the grips. I don't know. One of the above. I just got done watching. I Carry One review his SIG, the Scorpion. A bit of difference between the two of them. They're both 10 millimeter. Mine is a single action only. Mine will not go boom. unless the hammer's pulled back. So he had some light, well, not really light primer strikes. He had some heavy primers, and he had to double tap them, and his gives him the ability to do that. This one's different. This one is the P220 Hunter. Long story short, Ed actually bought this gun knowing that he would enjoy it for a year, and if that, and then his plan was to sell it to me, which I didn't know at the time of his purchase. I mean, I don't know. One thing that is kind of goofy on it is this big rear sight. I thought maybe they did this so it'd be easier to put like some kind of a factory red dot. But as of right now, I know nothing that goes in the place of this. It's got the blacked out. This is always easier said than done. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're drifting. Blacked out rear blade. And at first I didn't think I'd like it, but boy, when you're outside shooting, you got a big blacked out thing with a hole in the center of it, and when that front fiber optic lights up, it's a real easy gun to shoot. It's a single stack, so it doesn't hold a ton of ammo, but it is 10 millimeter, and it's a heavy gun, so it definitely keeps muzzle rise to a minimum. The only thing I never liked about it was the color. And again, hidden under this, is all stainless. It's an all stainless gun. So if you remove this grip and strip this all down, do a search for the SIG Elite 10 millimeter. Put a set of rosewood grips on that, and that's what this would become. And that's what I wanted to do to it someday. I just figured I would use it, and I tell you though, hats off to Jade Elite Ammunition for the coating that he does. You would think that a factory job like SIG would beat it hands down, but I have carried this, but not anywhere near what I carry the FN57. The FN57 is on my side for at least 10 hours every day except for Saturdays and Sundays. And it has only a little bit more wear in this, and not on the same spots. I mean, it's almost so obscured on the FN, you can't even tell that it... and I don't know what the hell Matt's talking about black underneath. I mean, it's silver underneath anything that's black, just like it's silver underneath anything that's cryptic pattern. So it's a buff. It's a good buffing away from being a completely different gun, which again I would like to do someday. McLean, Eric, what's the lowest price you'll take for Matt? I'll give you 75 cash right now. Done. Tardisia, soon we won't have to worry about showing papers. We'll just have a small tattoo on our hand or our forehead, probably a number. My guess is 333, 555, or 777. The problem is, Tardisius, is you are aware enough and know what history has. These days, you could probably convince these fucking idiots to get chipped. It's like, I'm sorry, during this whole pandemic, our government is growing. And if you think that if we don't fucking stand up to this shit and take our country back, do you think all of this new shit that's being created to make sure that you're safe, you think that's all gonna go away? Just like all that security shit that went away after 9/11. oh yeah, that's still there, impeding on our freedoms. But that's okay. People are always happy to give up freedom for a little free trinket. Until you wake up on the bus, going to the oven. Eric, you should wear a mask when Matt is there. You might catch dum-dum. Harmarsh, Eric, you need to find some of the rocks. The rocks? Termina, tequila, either the white or the Rosetto. I've never even heard of that brand. Harmarsh, 4:10 a.m. and I'm still here. DFC checking in. Howdy, boys. DFC, where are we? Oh, we're at least rounding third and heading to home. Smile money. No, Matt. There is a program for severe adverse reaction to vaccines, mainly from allergic reactions. NIHAP says the National Vaccine Injury Center is set up to pay hush money to people injured by vaccines because you can't sue the manufacturer of the vaccines. In a fair amount of cases, the side effects and injury from the vaccines are worse than the disease itself. And then Smile Money says, did not see the number of payments or cases listed. Sharky, fucking Sharky, made some pretty good stuff for dinner tonight. Brew Babe's nice again. Sent you a few pics of a brunette you and we might like. Oh yeah, they're going in a rotation. The Sig 220 wins over the Babes though. I'm over scrutinizing. It's just that I've always loved the way the Elite looked. I don't know. Some people are into this kind of look, and me, not so much. But it's a 10 millimeter. It's a 10 millimeter. Having said that, if I could afford to have it done, this would go to Jay before this. This is still in use, and I can't be without it. As soon as I come home and strip off the work stuff, and head to the shower, this goes with me. And this has been on my side. And it does suck because I used to really like rotating stuff around. After Pete made me a few cool holsters, I have a holster for the 4006 and so on and so forth. But I just I miss Ed. And it just feels. I feel like I have a part of Ed. I do have a part of Ed with me whenever I carry this gun. So that's why I have been carrying it. But somewhere in it, in here, I would like to send it to Jay and have him do it all up. But it's not going to be some weird frickin' fancy color or mystery. It'll simply be coated in something to make it ultra reliable and durable. And Jay, also, just because I would like to put the other paddle on here, I do practice shooting, and I have considered if I double carry something for the left hand, and I realize I can, go like that and brush it off on my way to the trigger. But I wouldn't mind, on the short list for this gun is, I'd really like it if those stood out even more. But I would like it protected. Every day I carry it, I do getting a little bit more wear on this side, and Actually broke it all down on Sunday and lubed her up. Yeah, this, if I had such a thing as fun money, I would probably do sooner than later. Sharky. Back in my high school days, smoking was normal. Hell, we had a smoking room where students smoked and played poker. Even my Latin slash ancient Greek teacher smoked in class with just a window open. In his class, we could smoke too as long as we were at an open window. Imagine doing doing shit like that today. No? In the compound with my man Clyde. David's meat, Matt's nuts. Dude, is there anything you won't put in your mouth? ? Laugh my fucking ass off, revolution. Well, now I just put a mystery person's nuts in my mouth. Sharky, of course YouTube takes the shit down. It offends some fucking snowflake. Feelings are the new facts with these cunts. Wow, surprised that one stayed up. Sharky, the MCK chassis is great indeed, but I still prefer the KPOS by Fab Defense, as that it's totally made from aluminum. It's more pricey though. You showed me that long before I ever got my MCK, and I want to say that it was over $350 more expensive than MCK, but it is badass. I will admit that. Sharky, it still amazes me how high the percentage of positive tests is over there. 10 out of 10? Bullshit. Like I said earlier, about 400,000 tests over here, we're getting 1% hit rate nowadays. Sharky, the 220 bead blasted down to the stainless elite look with the rosewood grips. Man, that's way better than the cryptic camo and the black grips. Jay can make that happen. Yeah, I'm sure he can. I've already got a pile of stuff there that eventually the piper will come calling. Oh yeah. The flavors are kind of rolling together a little bit better as it warms up. Yeah, we've picked up almost 20 degrees. Let's see about her ass. Oh yeah, she's spiking 93. How about my favorite spot right there in the void? Looks like 89. Ooh, 91. Jay from Elite Ammunition. Bruery. Rarely am I ever disappointed by them. Absolutely. Jay again. Yeah, he is kind of a core member. Jay, don't sign the form releasing the manufacturer from lawsuits when they give you the shot. Wonder if you even can. Jay, almost 30 years now and no flu shot. And I have not had the flu one time during this time period. And I have chronic bronchitis, asthma, and supposedly more at risk for catching it. Yet I don't. Yeah, that's because I believe our bodies know We were created by God. Don't you think he had a fucking plan for this? You arrogant bitch. Right, Jane? Jay again. Roaches, already proven to be immune for radiation. Spiders and scorpions also. Jay, Black Cavendish is starter crap tobacco. See, I just knew. Yeah, okay. Jay, I will send you some really good tobacco in the next shipment. I better get a care package ready to go to you. Jay, Mercham is from Turkey. I am a spoiled bitch. One of my favorite friends is the top salesman for a number of pipe and tobacco distributors in the U.S. Arango, he is also sending me samples. Rat Rays is one of my favorite brands. Their exotic blends and summer blends are some of my favorites. And I still have to figure out what I did with my good pipe. I know I don't want to smoke some really good shit in that one. Jeremy, pre-dawn death. For the love of God, don't micro red dot the Desert Eagle. Well, Jeremy, here's the deal. It has a rail on it, so if I were to ever put anything on it, at least I didn't have to drill or have it milled. But as of right now, I just like shooting it as it is. You know, if I was going to use it for competition or maybe use it for hunting, maybe I'd bother taking it to the next level. But for just what we do, blowing fucking shit up with it, I haven't had the desire to. As a matter of fact, I don't even like temporarily screwing something on it because I don't want to fuck up the dip, even though it seems like it's about a 50-50 on love or hate the liberal tears, but I happen to love the liberal tears. Definitely are getting the highlights of an oatmeal raisin cookie. The raisin, subtle cinnamon, thankfully, subtle. Last comment from Andy R. Hey, Andy here. Last. Wow, that's kind of you sort of were before the club, and Andy, I can hit you up with the 3 responses. Hello there, welcome back, or second. I have to go with hello there because the rest don't work. Okay. Heading to the two-hearted Ed Club to the sunny slopes of long ago. Hashtag Justin's final mission. Can just hear the Guess Who song playing in my brain right now. These eyes have seen a lot of love. Tell time is it? Huh. Okay. First in the club, Gun Wild 1. Happy Hump Day, Eve. Cheers, bitches. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. Steve, Hops and Lead. Bud Light Seltzer Strawberry today? Question mark. No, if I would have, only thought about it and told J-Dog to come on over, we could have made it happen. Matter of fact, I'm not even 100% sure I can even get it right now, Steve, but I might have to try. Again, probably not tomorrow, because my plan is to be having a really great day after work tomorrow. Last, until I hit the button, the Real Cobra Burnout. Here at work, stay frosty. Hit the button one more time. Actually, I probably hit the button 2 more times, but I'm going to take this with me because, well, it is a heavier hitter. Oatmeal cookie from the Bruery, the bakery series, 10.2%. Again, it's an Imperial Stout brewed with oats and aged in bourbon barrels with raisins, cinnamon, granola, and natural flavors added. Where am I going to put this on the E-scale? I really like it. It coats your teeth. I don't know, what does it say? Sink your teeth into this boldly decent, freshly baked Imperial Stout. These barrel-aged treats are brewed with old-fashioned oats and packed full of cinnamon, raisins, and granola for the perfect balance of sweetness and spice. Reminiscent of oatmeal cookie hot off the pan. Oh, and it says recommended serving temperature is 45. Or, if you're sharky, 7. Really? Yeah, that was. Yeah, they're actually recommending you drink that. Definitely closer to a full-on refrigerator than let it warm up and get those flavors popping. Oh yeah, look at that! It just coats everything. Flavor-wise, for what it says it is, the alcohol percentage. It's another thing from the brewery. I'm gonna give it a 10. You know, I'm glad to give it a try. I've liked this series. Tastes like a goddamn cookie with alcohol. Okay. Now I'm hoping plans could change, but I'm hoping that you won't see me tomorrow because I'm planning on having a really good day. So. Okay, cheers guys, and yeah, we'll see you Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. Cheers.